Hi, I'm Joel Wanasek with Drumforge, and today we're going to take a closer look at DF Clip. DF Clip is a really exciting plugin because it is a clipper, but also a multi-band clipper, and it features a tilt control, which is very musical EQ. What is a clipper going to do for you? Well, it's going to bring the body of the drum closer to the transient and help you not compromise the attack, which is going to give you a lot more perceived volume in your mixes and allow you to cut through dense mixes, which is super important now in the modern age because EDM music, as well as heavier styles of rock and metal, all require very, very dense productions. And you need drums that can get through those types of productions, and Clip is going to allow you to do that. So let's take a look at some examples. Now we're going to compare a limiter on the drum bus versus a clipper. In front of us, we have a very aggressive piece of music. Pay very close attention to the transients on the snare on the limiter versus how the clipper handles it. Okay, now we're going to take a listen to the clipper. As you can see, there's absolutely no comparison between the clipper and the limiter on the drum bus in an aggressive piece of music. Now let's take a look at an example in electronic dance music. In front of us, we have an EDM track where I have a clipper on the kick. A little bit after bar 37, we're going to instantiate the clipper up 5 dB of gain. Before, I'm just using channel gain here. And you're going to hear the difference between clipped audio versus non-clipped audio volume matched. Let's hear it. You can clearly hear how the clipper just adds that sense of urgency, aggression, and really helps the kit cut through the mix and drive it.
All right, so let's talk about the most powerful feature in DF Clip, and I'll tell you this is why we designed this plugin. So most clippers have a what we call a broadband clipping, and in DF Clip we actually call that single. So what that means is you're clipping the entire audio source from the lowest frequencies to the highest possible frequencies. This is really great and all, especially for drums and stuff. However, on some of the drums, like kick drums and floor toms, and sometimes even snares, the problem you face is that you can only clip it so far before it starts to distort that low end. So I'll show you an example of what that actually sounds like first. So looking at DF Clip here, we have single mode, which is the broadband clipping mode I was talking about. And here I have a floor tom that's just mic'd up with a 421. So let's hit play, and as I play the sound, I'm going to clip it up, and you'll hear where it starts to distort in the low end. So I've got it clipped up to a point where I really like it. However, my low end is distorted, and I don't like the sound of that. So what's really cool about DF Clip is that we have this multi-mode where we can control the low end and the top end clipping levels separately. And you can also control the crossover point so that when you're working with different types of drums, you can set where you want that to happen. So on this kind of drum, I'll probably set it around 800 Hertz, and then I can control my low end clipping and my high end clipping separately. So let's go ahead and hit play and set our clipping levels. So you can hear I've been able to clip the drum up at just as much as I had it before. However, the low end is a lot cleaner. Let's actually do a comparison and show you what the single mode sounds like versus the multi-mode. So here's a single mode. And here's the multi-mode.
DF Clip has a very exciting feature in it called a tilt EQ. A tilt EQ allows you to make your drums brighter or warmer on a single knob. What's even cooler about the tilt EQ in DF Clip is it comes before the clipper. So it allows you to optimize your drum sound before you clip it and get the best possible tonal option. Now we're going to hear the tilt control in action. I have an alternative rock song in front of me and a mix that has some really nice, bright, shimmering guitars. The drums, when we clip them up, are going to sound a little bit tubby, flubby, and lacking a little bit of top end. We're going to use the tilt control to fix all that in one easy stroke. Let's do it. That already sounds a lot better to my ears, so let's go back and compare it. Now you can see how the Tilt EQ feature in DF Clip is going to be an indispensable tool for your drum mixes. Now that you've learned more about clipping and how DF Clip can be a useful tool for your musical productions, head over to drumforge.com and check out DF Clip today.